Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing our Women and Strength series with a topic that beautifully connects personal growth, creativity and meaningful relationships. And the topic is creative habits that build confidence. Well, this conversation is even more special because we are celebrating International Friendship Day. Friendship is one of life's greatest gifts. A true friend doesn't simply celebrate our successes, they encourage us to believe in ourselves when we begin doubting our own abilities. Confidence rarely appears overnight. It is built slowly through small habits, meaningful relationships, and the courage to keep creating even when no one is watching. So, today let's explore how creativity strengthens confidence and how supportive friendships make that journey even more meaningful. So, what does confidence really mean? Many people think confidence means speaking loudly, being fearless, or always knowing the right answer. But the real confidence is much quieter. It is believing in yourself enough to begin. It is submitting your work before it feels perfect. It is learning a new skill without fearing mistakes. It is trusting that growth takes time. Confidence is built through action, not perfection. Okay, so as a women, we often carry multiple responsibilities. We support families, build careers, continue learning, take care of others. Yet, somewhere along the journey, many women forget to celebrate themselves. Strength is not about doing everything perfectly. Strength is choosing growth over self doubt. Every woman deserves to recognize her own progress. And you know what? There's a role of creativity in it because creativity isn't limited to artists. Creativity exists whenever we solve problems, write ideas, cook meals, design presentations, photograph nature, decorate a room, or tell stories. Every creative activity teaches us something valuable. Patience, curiosity, discipline, self-expression. The more we create, the more confident we become. You know why? Because it is one of the habits that really allows you to get the clarity. Writing your thoughts each day builds clarity. It allows emotions to become organized instead of overwhelming. A journal doesn't judge, it simply listens. Many confident people begin by understanding themselves. So, journaling helps us to do exactly that. Second is reading. Books expand our imagination and they introduce us to different cultures, ideas, and perspectives. So, reading reminds us that every successful person once struggled too. Knowledge builds confidence because learning removes fear. Now, there's creative habit number 3, learning something new. So, take a course, learn photography, practice public speaking, study another language, try digital illustrations. You know why? Because growth begins the moment we become comfortable being beginners. There's creative habit number 4, that is travel. Travel teaches confidence in unexpected ways. Every new destination encourages us to adapt, to communicate, to observe, and to appreciate different cultures. Even virtual travel broadens our perspective and inspires creativity. Now, there's creative habit number 5, like creating without comparison. So, one of the biggest obstacles to confidence is comparison. Someone will always be ahead, someone will always have more experience. So, instead of asking, am I better than someone else? Ask, am I improving compared to yesterday? You know why? Because progress builds confidence and comparison, it steals it. Today is International Friendship Day, and friendship plays a remarkable role in emotional well being. Did you know that? Well, good friends celebrate your dreams. It encourages your creativity also and offers honest advice, stand beside you during difficult seasons. And a supportive friendship reminds women that they don't have to grow alone. Sometimes confidence begins because one person believed in us before we believed in ourselves. So there's one beautiful example that celebrates friendship and women's strength, that is Hidden Figures. The film tells the inspiring true story of three brilliant African American women, Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson, whose intelligence, determination, and friendship helped shape the early years of the US space program. What makes this story powerful isn't only their professional achievements, it is how they encourage one another despite facing obstacles and discrimination. Their friendship becomes a source of strength, their education becomes confidence, and their creativity and problem solving skills become tools for changing history. The film reminds us that women become even more stronger when they support one another instead of competing. And that is a lesson worth celebrating on International Friendship Day. You know why? Because the confidence to start small comes from ordinary habits. And those ordinary habits include like writing one page, reading one chapter, walking for 20 minutes, practicing one new skill, and speaking one honest sentence. Every small action becomes evidence that you are capable. And eventually, those small actions become lifelong confidence. Now, if I talk about myself, then what creativity has taught me, I would like to say that personally, creativity has been one of my greatest teachers. Writing has taught me patience, traveling has taught me curiosity, creating art has taught me mindfulness, and learning has taught me humility. Every creative project begins with uncertainty. Yet every completed project reminds me that confidence grows through consistency. The journey matters just as much as the result. So there are like 5 daily habits for creative confidence, and first is write one idea every morning, second read something inspiring every day, and third is spend 30 minutes creating without worrying about perfection, and fourth is appreciate someone else's work instead of comparing yourself with it. Fifth is celebrate one achievement each evening, no matter how small it is. These habits gradually transform self-doubt into self-belief. You know why? Because friendship begins with yourself. So before we become a good friend to others, we must become a good friend to ourselves. Speak kindly to yourself, forgive your mistakes, celebrate your progress, give yourself permission to learn. Because the relationship you build with yourself becomes a foundation for every other relationship in your life. As I continue my own creative journey, I have realized that confidence isn't something I suddenly discovered. It grew through writing one article at a time, learning one new skill at a time, exploring one destination at a time, and creating one project at a time. Some days felt productive, some days felt uncertain, but consistency always mattered more than perfection. Creativity has shown me that every woman has a unique voice, and the voice deserves to be heard. So as we celebrate International Friendship Day, let us appreciate the friends who encourage us to dream bigger, believe deeper, and grow stronger. And as we continue our Women in Strength journey, let us remember this. Confidence is not something we wait for, it is built. It is something that we build through creativity, through kindness, through learning, through meaningful friendships. through showing up every single day. So write your story, paint your ideas, travel with curiosity, read widely, learn continuously, support other women, celebrate your friends, and most importantly, believe that your creativity has the power to change not only your own life but also inspire someone else's. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, share it with a friend who has always believed in you, and don't forget to tell them how much their friendship means to you. Happy International Friendship Day. Until next time, keep creating, keep encouraging one another, and keep discovering the extraordinary strength that already exists within you. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.